Hi everybody, welcome to a very quiet St Leonard's on Easter Monday. Somebody asked if I would just do a few words for the church community, so I was very pleased to do that, and thanks to Jess for being the videoer. I apologise, Bertie thinks he's going on a long walk and he's been stopped to do this, so he's very unhappy, and I hope you can hear me above his squeaking. Anyway, it's lovely to have you with us. I'm sitting in the Lichgate at our beloved St Leonard's, as you can see. I hope you've had a chance to have a little walk up here if you live locally, and see the display that we've done for Easter. I made the cross, and Ira has kindly delivered some beautiful and arranged some beautiful flowers for us. Actually the cross has slipped a bit, we'll put that right in a minute. But because we can't be in church, we thought it was really nice to recognise Easter and the importance of Easter to us as Christians in the Lichgate. So please do come up and see us and have a look, and you can write a prayer if you like on one of the tickets on the cross if you'd like to. It'd be nice to have you, won't it, Bertie? So Easter's been very different this year, probably the most different than I can ever remember. And unless you were perhaps involved in the war and you're a little more senior now, probably the strangest one you've had for a long time as well. But it hasn't been bad. I think Holy Week has been more important because we followed Jesus's walk to the cross on more or less on our own, which seems appropriate, and taking in a whole range of other sorts of services online, and I hope you've had the chance to do that as well, either on the radio or on social media or on TV. There's been lots for us to see and think about, and engaging in online church has been a quite different experience, and not at all unpleasant actually. There has to be something positive about being able to go to church and do church without actually having to get out of bed some mornings and drinking your tea while you're in your pyjamas, and that's different, and it's been good. Good afternoon. Last week during Holy Week, myself and Jane, who run our Celebrate at 4 all-age activity, did some videos and stories, and you can find links to those on the Draycott Group, our benefice website, www.draycottgroup.org. So please have a look at those if you'd like to. I hope you've also signed up to receive Reverend David Shaw's weekly homily. If you would like to have it, then do contact me or contact David direct. Quiet, Bertie. We'd love to hear from you. He's been writing us a short piece to go with the lectionary each Sunday, and he wrote a rather wonderful one for this Sunday just gone, which of course was Easter Sunday, where the reading had Mary going to the tomb, simply unable to wait any longer on the Sabbath, and going to the tomb to anoint the Lord, and of course finding the tomb empty with the stone rolled away. And David talks here about how sometimes it's really difficult to see God and to see the Lord in the circumstances that we're in. And of course Mary herself didn't recognise Jesus straight away. It was only when he came up to her in the garden and said, Mary, that she recognised that it was him. And I want to read you something that David has written in his reflection this week. I am sure that many of you, or most of you even, have been in situations when you desperately sought out the Lord. For some, there were times that no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't find him. You couldn't feel his redeeming presence. And I think we've all been in those situations, and we know that David and Maya have been. Sometimes all you can do is wait for God to find you. And sometimes when we can't find him, in our desolation or our isolation or our worries or our fears, is the time that he will find you. And David says this is as it has to be. The more we search for God, the greater danger there is that we create an idea of what we think God should be, rather than what God actually is. The greater the danger is that we create a God whom we want, rather than a God who wants us all. But as Mary Magdalene found, in God's way, he will find us. Not necessarily as we would like it, but beyond all, we can always be redeemed by him. So I was thinking about that at the moment, and I know a lot of you are feeling perhaps worried or fearful or concerned that we can't get into church and be the church, but of course the church is the people and not the buildings. So at the moment, maybe God looks like the milkman who wanders up your path with your daily delivery. Or maybe God looks like the neighbour who brings you some shopping when you can't get out. Maybe God looks like this, who's coming and accompanying us on our daily walks. Maybe God is a stranger who you pass on the street who gives you a smile of encouragement. Maybe God is the postman, and we all know Aston's a bit godlike, but maybe God is the postman who keeps you in touch with people. Maybe it's the voice of a friend on a telephone call where we haven't had contact for a long time, and all of a sudden we have time to speak to those people. So God is with us. Maybe it's just in a different way at the moment, in the same way that we are being church in a different way, being called to be the light of Jesus in our communities. So as we finish, because Bert is more than ready to finish, I'm going to just finish with a short prayer of blessing.